As if all our wishlist wouldn't already be filled with games, I found 12 upcoming indie games you probably haven't heard of and that are definitely worth checking out. What is your most anticipated indie game at the moment? Let us all know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed this video and you don't want to miss videos about indie games, RPGs, Metrovanias and more. Okay, so the first game on this list is Anima Song from the Abyss, an action RPG based on the Beyond Fantasy RPG tabletop game. This has fast-paced hack-and-slash combat that not only looks super snappy, but also stylish, flashy, and a lot of fun. From the trailer footage, it seems like you can swap between the two characters mid-combo, which is so cool. Overall, I feel like if you look closely at the movement, it seems like the combat flow is heavily inspired by Nier Automata, which is only a good thing. Yeah, I'll definitely keep an eye on this. Mio Memories in Orbit is a gorgeous Metrovania set to release sometime in 2025. This one puts a heavy focus on fast movement, challenging platforming, and a unique sci-fi setting, which all caught my attention immediately. I feel like this one is inspired by two of the best games in the genre, Hollow Knight and Ori, since bouncing off spikes and acrobatic movement is such a big focus. So yeah, this just looks so cool and I can't wait to get my hands on this. If you missed the Game Boy era of Pokemon, then Rizimon might be what you're looking for. Of course, this is a totally different thing though, as you don't play as a young kid that throws balls to catch Pokemon, but a middle-aged man that throws cubes to catch Rizimon. Honestly though, Rizimon looks incredible. The pixel art style captures the feel of the golden age of Pokemon perfectly. And the fact that this game promises a more mature, relatable and funny story sounds really good. Definitely can't wait to play this. This action adventure is called Colossus Eternal Blight, and it describes itself as Hyper Light Drifter meets Chrono Trigger and Trials of Mana, which sounds pretty interesting and looks really good. Combat is fast and heavily relies on flashy skills and a lot of movement. Outside of combat, you'll be solving puzzles and exploring a vast and beautifully designed pixel art world. If this looks interesting to you, the best way you can support this is adding it to your wishlist. The Edge of Allegoria is a satirical take on the RPG and monster taming genre, and from what I've played so far, it's absolutely hilarious. While this does look like it's inspired by Pokemon Red and Blue, you won't catch monsters here. Instead, you collect their body parts to forge new weapons and armor. And story-wise, yeah, let's see what it says on Steam. There is a story in there somewhere, it's just buried under layers of madness and debauchery. If you like games that don't take themselves seriously and are super meta, then this might be perfect for you. Other Skin is a third-person shooter and a Metrovania, and it comes with a unique mechanic. Every enemy has an ability you can absorb and use for your movement or combat. From what we can see in the trailer, it seems like there are a lot of awesome abilities, creative level design, and a really unique looking alien world. I don't know about you, but I think this looks kinda sick and it may be a great filler for the time we all wait for Metroid Prime 4. This old school RPG looks like it comes straight to the Game Boy Advance. Seed of Pandora Legend of the Gaia Tree is a turn-based RPG with beautiful 16-bit pixel graphics. Despite its classic look, the devs promise a modern gameplay thanks to quality of life features and an emphasis on fun gameplay. We get gorgeous anime-style cutscenes, mechs we can use to fly around the world map, and hopefully an epic story. I would definitely keep an eye on this. Tako no Mihitsu Ocean of Secrets is another JRPG that looks like it belongs on the Game Boy Advance. This action RPG is inspired by classics like Golden Sun and gives you 6 characters you can freely swap between. Everyone comes with their own abilities to interact with the environment and solve puzzles. Magic spells on the other hand are learned by collecting and training magical octopuses. I don't know about you, but I'm down for a nostalgia trip with a modern twist. Wild City is a roguelike deck builder that takes the best parts of Slay the Spire and Dorfromantik and adds a lot of own ideas. It's all about assembling a deck with synergies to reach the required points each round, but also making clever decisions during your run. Of course, it gets quite challenging as you progress, so there's a lot of strategy involved here. I already played an exclusive demo for a while and I gotta say that this is really fun and definitely has some potential to be super addictive. So if you're looking for a unique and fresh roguelike experience, go check out that demo. This gorgeous looking pixel art Metrovania is called Pipsqueak. Super tight and fluid movement most certainly is the main focus here, and the platforming sections inspired by Hollow Knight look super challenging and fun. Of course, exploration plays a big role too, as the different abilities you unlock grant you access to new places and treasures. The 5 biomes come with their own environmental mechanics, unique to each area. which sounds like traversal will be a lot of fun. So if you're like me and you can't get enough Metroidvanias in your life, you should add this to your wishlist. Arisen Force Hero Test is an action RPG with a beautiful pixel art style similar to Star Ocean Second Story R. What's quite unique is that the time traveling story will let you encounter the 6 playable heroes randomly, and given that everyone comes with their own abilities, every playthrough can feel drastically different. Combat looks really fun as it's focused on using a bunch of flashy abilities, which is always a good thing. So if time traveling, pixel art and action RPGs sound interesting to you, definitely add this to your wishlist. Last game on this list is Neva, developed by the same team that gave us Gris. This cinematic action adventure is about the protagonist Arbor and her relationship with a majestic white wolf. If you played Gris, you know that we can expect an emotional story that is presented in the most beautiful art style and with heartbreaking music. If you're looking for a more artistic game, I'd say you should keep an eye on Neva. Alright, that's it. 12 upcoming indie games you probably haven't heard of. What indie game are you most excited for? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you don't want to miss future videos about upcoming indie games. Thanks so much for watching, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.